The current spoiler warning level is Azure.
Friends and folks, for this episode, you're looking at a spoiler warning level of Azure. We're talking about a machine from First Gundam, and it is in other stuff, but at no point is it really a big plot thing. At no point is it really a spoiler. Please enjoy the episode. Hello friends and folks, and welcome back to another episode of Mechanista in G. I'm not sure if this is going to come out the same day or the day after, but it won't have been much of a wait regardless. I'm Six Detmar.
I'm Dylan.
Apparently right now I could cheer and immediately be the top cheerer in the Scanline Media Discord or Twitch channel. Isn't that exciting? It's because we're not online, but I still use OBS, and so I've still got the little stream chat and everything here.
Oh. Fair.
We'll stream one of these at some point, I'm sure. We'll do a live episode. That'd be fun.
You know,
have we done a live episode before?
Have we done a what?
I know a live episode before. I know we've done accidental live episodes before. It's been a while.
We've never. The only time we do anything live is when we've guested on Gundam, but we've never actually done our own thing live. That could be fun.
Yeah. It could be fun.
I didn't even think about that, right? Because even when we do that, it's kind of fun when when I was looking at the chat and I respond to people. Right.
I mean, logistically, it's literally just currently I'm clicking the second button on this row. I would click the first column. I would instead click the first button, and then we'd be good.
Yeah, no.
So I'd also have to change the stream info.
Maybe we should do that at some point. Mechanista live episode. We'll just have to figure out, we might want to ask who's interested. It wouldn't be very fun if we do it and it's no one's here, you know.
True. And have a premise for people to rally around. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that takes us to... Alright, this one has a lot on it. Okay. And then we'll find a D12.
Okay.
Wait. This one we covered from someone else's request, so it's actually a D10. Let me move this to here. Doing logistics live on air.
Oh, did we get G Reiko just now?
No. I just noticed on the list one of the requests was the Gunboy Wilbur, which we've already done.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, duh. We're doing another request, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Wait, a D12.
Well, it's just a person who's made multiple requests.
Oh.
Because I rolled to see who it was, and then I roll within their list. And some people only have one thing, and some people have more than one thing.
Okay.
It just depends on... Because behind the scenes, it's not I'm smart at this. It's I used to be stupid at this, right?
Uh-huh.
Which is, I used to just put everything on a big list. Everyone made requests, and I just had a big list. But what that meant was, if you made 20 requests and someone had made one request, you were 20 times as likely to be rolled, and that's not fair.
Yeah, no, right. I remember this.
So now, yeah, requesters each get their own little tab, and
no, makes sense to me.
All right. Well, are you ready to guess?
Yeah.
Block this mix-up or something.
What?
I felt like I had to say something. Listen, I'm a podcaster.
This isn't a Magella Attack, because I think we've already covered that.
No, we haven't.
Oh, we haven't?
It's the Magella Attack.
Oh, it is? Oh, yay! Alright, yeah. Alright. Who requested this one?
This is a Guy Sarek request. Thank you, Guy Sarek, for the request.
Okay. Yeah, you know what's funny is there's even a couple of versions of this we can talk about and stuff. Yeah, so this is the Magella Attack, which is Zeon's land battle tank of the 1 Year War. So to describe this design, the upper body, you've got the cockpit hatch on top. So rather than a normal tank hatch, this does have a cockpit with a full glass canopy on the top. It does have a rear fin and wing-like protrusions on either side of the body, these wing-like protrusions having seemingly an arrangement of like thrusters on the back of them that are square-shaped, and then also like these little small winglets, whatever you want to call them, on the ends, and then also on the very back, one could say fuselage of the top of this tank, is two large like thrusters, like two large pods of 4 thrusters each, which, so there's 4 thrusters on each of these, which is kind of wild looking. And then the front of this is just, it's a tank gun. It has even like the same shape as like, you know, the up and down mobility on like a real life tank gun. And it's quite large. You know, has like a thicker part of the barrel in the middle and then thins out towards the end. Then you have a long neck going down to the base of this. That neck has like an arrangement of these like little vents or intakes, and it looks like even more vents on the sides here. And then this lower vehicle, you've got the main midsection, which has some kind of 3-barrel cannon on the front. I believe this is like just a machine gun. Yeah, it's a 35mm machine gun. Some kind of like sightseeing thing above it, which is funny because I don't know actually what the crew of the inside of one of these looks like. From what I remember, I think these can be piloted, only one person in them needed. Yeah, no.
I mean, certainly
accommodation is pilot only.
Huh.
Yeah, so
interesting.
So this has the aesthetics of a tank, but we'll talk about it.
I mean, you don't have to have a crew for it to be a tank. It's not like you're disqualified because your controls are simple.
Well, yeah. And then on the rear of the main body here, you've got some exhaust pipes on the bottom. You have some grips on the sides of it. And you have some, what I presume is just like a maintenance hatch for the engine, because my brain just assumes, given that we have some, well, I don't know, maybe some kind of electronics system in there. And then we've got, on either side, you've got a set of wheel wells that are pretty armored. In between the wheel wells and the body, you also have these upside-down triangles that have lights on the front and back of them. For the wheel wells, they have some upward-facing exhaust pipes on the top that are like double exhaust pipes coming out of a box. On the front of them, you have a pair of double headlights. On the side, you have like an arrangement of maybe like reactive armor or something. Some kind of armor. You also have these large pads of armor on the rear of the treads. And then finally, you have the tread wells, then the treads, which are just, you know, they seem to just be tank treads in there. I don't think we have, at least with the original Mobile Suit Gundam version of it, we don't really have a, like, some kind of inside view of this. Though, don't worry, there are many other incarnations, because this is the main battle tank of Zeon, so we'll be talking about it in a couple of other regards. So, yeah, and then the reveal of this friend, as I maybe implied, you know what, maybe that cut in the front and, like, all these vents are for when the top of it vertically launches off to be a fighter plane. Because, I feel like a fighter with a giant tank gun on the front of it, what happens is you fire that, it immediately, the recoil causes this to, like, rotate in a really bad way and then crashes, or flips around until it hits a tree or something, but, you know, there's that.
It does say that the strong recoil could pose a risk when it was in flight.
And then, of course, the Magella Attack, which is the bottom half of it, is also left. Now, or the Magella base. Now, my question is, if this only has the 2 pilots, then...
I think you said it only has 1.
Or 1 pilot, sorry. Why does it have 2 pieces, is what I meant to say. Because wouldn't you need 2 pilots for that?
I mean, why does, the Gundam only has 1 pilot? Why does it have a core block?
Fair enough. I
think it's mostly just, like, an ejection unit, more or less.
Yeah.
I do think
it also only has enough fuel to fly for a few minutes, so it's kind of more of an escape pod than anything else.
Right. I do think it's kind of like because of the aesthetic of First Gundam, which is to say a little silly, honestly, is the only reason that it keeps its barrel. If they made this in, I don't know, a later show, I think it would probably purge the barrel as well.
This is fair. So this is a very goofy little machine. I kind of love it, honestly, because it's so weird. We've got so trying to think of what else to talk about with this First Gundam one first before we move on. But yeah, so it's a 175mm cannon, so that means it's pretty, pretty strong cannon. Funnily enough, there are some of the later shows have the 175mm recoilless gun for the Zaku. It does pop up in original Gundam even. Let me find, here's the frame of it. And you can see it's basically just this gun just made into a handheld form.
Mm-hmm.
So, still does, 175mm, still pretty big fucking cannon. Now, it does say it's a recoilless rifle, and I'm, like, looking at the back of it, though, and it's not open, so I'm like, well, how is that recoilless? But anyway. Yeah.
Isn't...
Well, because recoilless is like a bazooka, isn't it? Where you have the end is open, so all the force is directed backwards, so... There's...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe that's... No, I don't understand. You're right.
Anyway, whatever. It's fine. But they call it a recoilless gun, so it's a recoilless gun. So this is a machine that I always think is really cute. Obviously, it's not very effective against mobile suits, much like most tanks. We don't really get a lot of shots of this in First Gundam, I feel like. But it's there. It does show up in several other shows, and we have some variation on the design. So, first one to talk about would be the 8th MS Team version, which, goes with a much more realistic color scheme and a couple of little design changes. Let me grab the back of that as well.
Oh, that didn't work. Damn it. I was trying to... Damn it.
I what? Anyway.
Is this going to work? No? Okay. What I was trying to use image editing software to take the tank guy from IGLOO and make him like transparent so he could be smiling from the background,
Okay.
But
so anyway, we've got this version though right here. So this version, being an 8th MS Team, I should say the original designer was obviously Kunio Okawara. Funnily enough, this ties into our prior episode because the guy who designed this tank here was Kimitoshi Yamane, also known as the designer of the Neodu that we just talked about.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny that worked out this way. So Kimitoshi Yamane's redesign here. That's the thing. That's why the Neodu feels weird to me, even because Yamane is I associate him with the EZ8 and the designs from Requiem for Vengeance and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he adds a lot of little details. So first of all, the canopy on top of the head, very different. It's not just a big glass canopy. It's much smaller. Kind of resembles a gunner's window in a plane or something to me.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that are on the back, because it's just a small little window. It does have views in every direction, but yeah. And a lot more armor around the front of the pilot too. A lot of less space for them to just get shot, as opposed to the big glass canopy. We have some details added to the fins, just little antenna and cuts on the side of it. The engines feel a lot thicker, and they also have a ring of intakes going around them. You have more fins on the back of the wings here instead of the little thrusters. It's instead it feels just like wings that it's like maneuvering flaps basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the right side, you've got one of those 3-tube smoke dischargers that people love putting on tanks and robots that I always think look cool. And then on the left side, it has I have to presume this might be a cluster mine or something, just given the design of it. That's what it feels like to me. But Yeah. And then the actual gun barrel is.
I think it's a smoke dispenser.
Oh, is that also a smoke dispenser? Because isn't the 3-barrel launcher usually a smoke dispenser?
Is that a 3-barrel launcher? It just looks like a box.
Look at it right here.
Oh, from the side. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. I was being a little thick there.
It's like the
All
three. It's like the 3 cylinders. The kind of grognardy tank thing. Well, you know what's really weird? I say that's what that is, but then I look at the front and there's 5 on each side and there's just a bunch of tubes. So maybe they are all smoke dispensers.
Yeah, I think it's just a weird angle.
Yeah, having it be front on in this angle is really bad for Sete, in my opinion, here, because I'm like, if I was an animator, I'd have no idea what I was looking at. Poisonally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks consistent, so I guess this is just a shit ton of smoke dispensers. Because you can see them here, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, the barrel of the cannon now has some cloth wrapping around the base of it and around the midsection. Also seems to have like a muzzle brake or something on the end of it, just extra little like piece here that has some holes around it. Then moving on to the body, the neck area is basically the same. The body does seem to omit the little like viewport. It just kind of has this like set of boxes on the front now. Then you've got the 3-barrel machine gun, just a different design of 3-barrel machine gun. You still have the little handles on the back and the little hatch. The hatch looks bigger though, because the original one, it looks like it's only a door on the face of it, whereas this looks like this entire thing
goes
would, like,
around,
open up. Yeah. Then you've got still it's kind of the same armor going on with the treadwells. You've got the parts on top with the little exhausts facing up. You do have these additional. I think these might be towing hooks right here, or are they lights?
They seem like they would be. Well, I think they're towing hooks with lights.
Okay.
And then also our middle little triangles with lights in them are gone.
Yeah.
In between the treads and the body.
No extra little headlights in between. And yeah, and then you still have the double headlight setup, though the headlights look a little bit more armored. The armor on the sides also, like, it still has all the little boxes, but the armor feels like it's just got more detail to it. And then the treads, you can see a little more, and it just looks to be traditional tank treads in there. And yeah, so this is used in 8th MS Team. This is used by the one heroic team from episode 9, where they are trying to, what are they protecting again? I can't even remember. Because it's like the 3 guys that are... Oh, right, they're waiting for... If I remember right, they're waiting for their commander to come out, right? It's like the cool, honorable guy who is confronting Guineas as their commander. And they're like watching the entrance of the cave or whatever, or the base. And then, it's just the 3 of them that are left, the 3 pilots, and they do their noble Magella attack thing against the Easy 8.
Yeah, this noble Bonabust.
Bonabust is his fucking name? I didn't know that. Oh, amazing.
It's a good name.
I mean, a bust was the one who survives, and it's fine. He dies anyway, though. And then he's got not...
I thought you just said he survives.
Well, he survives the
dies.
Magella fight, is what I mean.
Okay.
He gets away
enough,
in the Magella fight.
He gets to get killed by Guineas instead.
Yeah, I think that happens to the other 2 pilots, too, because I think all the Magella pilots get away. Anyway, the other pilots being this dude who looks injured, and this dude who looks like he should be part of the Black Tri-Stars. Like, I feel like this guy gets mistaken for Gaia. Apparently his name is Barry, maybe? Body? This is Lunen? Anyway. Yeah, no, they all get killed, though, by Guineas anyway, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, it's entrenched here in the dirt. And yeah, so, you have that with the Magella. And then,
You want to do another Magella?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I was just saying if there's anything else, but no, not really anything else to talk about with the IGLOO, or with the 8th MS team. Now we have the IGLOO version. So, thank you, MHQ, for this art.
So here's a picture from IGLOO of it.
Uh-huh. No, that's not.
It's true.
I mean,
it's right there.
It is, but what we want is this. So, IGLOO offers yet another variation on doing a very detailed version. I don't know who did this particular IGLOO art. Because, IGLOO had a few mecha designers on it. Like the Ogo being done by Kenki Fujioka and whatnot. But, don't want to spin that. So yeah, this version, kind of it's interesting, right? Because this tries to make it more realistic in the same way as the 8th MS Team one, but it's like a divergent one. It's not doing the same exact thing, right? Like, this version instead has, basically, you have the canopy on top. It's still much smaller, but it is a full glass canopy again. It's like a little dome.
Like a fighter canopy, this again, yeah.
Yeah. The front of this is so much boxier where the cannon is. Like, it feels like the housing for the cannon is just like a much thicker, like, bigger housing for it. As for the jets, you still have the jet engines on the back. The wings on the sides of the Magella top are, like, back to being the original Gundam, like, little square holes on the back of it. The wings, though, now have, like, some little extra... It looks like they're made out of a bunch of plates. I mean, this looks constructed more like a plane, even though it's still clearly metal armor, but you know what I mean? Like, it's got all the, like, flat panels being put together, you know? Which...
I mean, the front is very tank shrouding, but otherwise, yeah.
And, like, then the front of the wings, you have, like, these, little... possibly opening, like, hatches or something? Like, I don't know what's up with these. Like, the front of the wings just have a bunch of these, like, little divides in them. You also have an arrangement in the same location of smoke launchers, though these are vertically oriented, and there's now 5 tubes, it looks like. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. The neck is still basically the same. It looks like you still have...
That's 4.
Or no, is it 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, I saw 1, 2, 3... Oh, no, yeah, it is 4. Okay. Hard to count. I guess it's the same as these, because there's 4 on these also.
So, I think what this part up front is, I'm looking at an image of parts of a plane wing, and I think these are the leading edge slats for increasing lift.
Oh,
that you can go down a little bit in flight, one imagines.
Okay, interesting. Then you have, for the neck, it looks like the neck is mostly the same, though give me one moment. I'm just checking one thing. So this is from MS IGLOO 2, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm just checking my IGLOO setting materials, because part of me is like, can I just find the actual, like, 2D art of, like, the drawing of this, because it would be easier to see things, because we are unfortunately looking at the 3D, model from the show, which, is fine and all, but it...
Well, I mean, fortunate in some ways. It's a pleasure to look at.
Yeah, it's not a bad model, don't get me wrong. It just makes it hard to, like... Yeah, it's just harder to see details, especially on the shaded area here. So I was just checking real quick if any of these... Seems like a lot of my books are for MS IGLOO, the earlier episodes, not MS IGLOO 2. Oh, well... Is this MS IGLOO 2? Yeah, because that's the assault gun tank. And as we saw, the assault gun tank is what fights this. So, I just need to find this tank. Well, I found the other fucking Magella that we'll be talking about soon. Where the hell's the Magella Attack? You gotta be kidding me. Why is there no Magella... Hold on. No. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, here it is. Oh, we don't have line art for it. Damn. Okay, never mind. No art for this one. That's unfortunate. There's a lot of 2D art in this book, but not for the Magella. Okay, well, moving on then. With it, it looks like the neck is mostly the same. It looks like it has the little vent cuts in the side of it. You can't see the back of it at all, though, so I can't say anything for that. For the main body of it, so we have completely gotten rid of the box in the middle now. No viewports at all. Just lots of little, like, riveted plates of armor. You still have the 3-barrel machine gun. You have an arrangement of a total of 16 smoke launchers, 8 on either side. They're kind of clustered into these little groups of 4. and you have a bunch of those on the side of the tank. Presumably, the thing about smoke detector or smoke launchers is they're little multi-launchers and they're free. Like, when you're operating at the scale of mobile suits and even vehicles like this, because honestly, thing about the Magella Attack, its size is very inconsistent from show to show. In Mobile Suit Gundam, its height is listed as 13.4 meters. The 8th MS Team 1 is more like 6 meters, which is a lot more appropriate for a one-man tank. It is very different in size and different things. And then IGLOO 2 goes for 6.37 meters. Anyway, even though this is like more of a normal size tank, though, I feel like throwing on smoke launchers is free. The back of this, though, you have a lot of railing for climbing up on it. Looks like it still has a maintenance hatch on the lower part of the back of the middle, but it's not like a big door anymore. Just seems to be like a place where you can like pull yourself up and climb onto it. The wheel wells, meanwhile, again, the little blocks on top with the exhaust pipes. You've got the little boxes. Again, different design than even the 8th MS Team one. They are more detailed, just a very different design for all these little boxes around the treadwell, though. You got the 3 on the side. You do have some headlights on the front. The headlights are a little bit more located on the outside of either side. And you get extra tow hooks and stuff on it. Again, in different locations than the 8th MS Team one. Which, again, I just find kind of fun because they're both trying to make the design look more realistic. But it's not like they took Yamane's design and just ran with that. They just took the original design, and whoever the artist was for this just did it their own way, which I think is kind of fun. But,
a man going his own way.
But it's a Magella Attack, so nothing real different.
Notably, the Requiem for Vengeance design just goes with this.
Does it?
So you can see this is the same design.
Yeah, huh. That's fascinating to me that they actually used
side boxes.
Yeah, no. It's more just fascinating that Requiem used this design. I wonder if they gave him the IGLOO design. Because if you look at so many elements of it, they're so similar that I wonder if they gave him the 3D model. Because we know this, I don't think this was produced in-house at Bandai, or at Sunrise.
Right.
This was produced by, the guy who was the director in his group, I think. So I wonder if they just were like, hey, do you want to have a CAD to work off of maybe or something? It's weird though, because there are like some parts that look a little, maybe, no, because even those details are the same. That's fascinating. Yeah, because look, if you look at that, that's got like welded metal detail around it, and this has the same like marks.
Yeah. So
I wonder if they just had the IGLOO models lying around and were like, hey, do you want to just use these and touch these up? And he was probably like, sure. It's funny because, Kimitoshi Yamane worked on Requiem for Vengeance's mobile suit designs, so it's just surprising they didn't go with his 8th MS Team version. They instead went with this. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Just interesting. But, yeah, it's basically just that in gray. Also, this has the most exposed wheels of all of them. On all the others, the treadwell kind of covers most of the wheels, but this one you have a lot of the wheel visible for the Caterpillar tracks. Anyway.
It's these fucking space noids. They don't know what it's like here on Earth.
I mean,
they know how to make a tank.
I mean, arguably, this is why all their vehicles are goofy.
Yeah.
All right.
I said it like as though I was joking, and I kind of was, but also I do think most of the One-Year War designs that aren't mobile suits are whack.
I kind of like them.
I think they're great. They're fun, but like if you think about them from a purely practical perspective, a lot of elements don't make sense, which is the intent. It's not an error.
Yeah. So for a couple more, real quick, we have a version of it done by Kondo here. His version omits the triple barrel gun, is going with like a 2-barrel turret here. The interesting thing also, it does have some design changes. It doesn't have the visor on the front. The plane feels the most like it's just a plane on top now.
Those wings are very thin.
Yeah, the wings are very thin, and he made the thrusters separated rather than both being in the middle. You can see like the circular part for them there, and then they're on the back. So it's just he spreads out those parts a bit more instead of just them both being crammed in the middle. Just kind of interesting. Also, the cannon housing is very different. Instead of having like the wide tank cannon housing, instead looks like it's just like cannon just sandwiched in the middle of it there.
Yeah, there's no real shrouding for it or anything.
It's just very interesting to do it differently. And then looking at if any of these other ones are different from like the game screen caps or anything. Not really.
I mean, there's also the Origin version here.
Yeah. Funnily, with the game screen caps, I just noticed, though, I do need to point this out. There's the Origin one. That one's kind of fun, actually. But real quick, this game one, though, I think this is using Yamane's design. This is using the 8th MS team
Yes.
one. Even though it's...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, call from... Let's hit...
Call from Final Fantasy, it sounded like?
No, that's just the ringtone. Just a random call from my good friend, Spam Likely. Anyway.
Why don't you mute your phone?
I did it now, because when I'm on... I don't think about my phone. I just put it aside while I'm doing the recording. I don't use... Let me tell you, I don't normally get calls. For some reason, they always happen around this fucking time, though, and I should know better. For, like, the past week, I don't know, someone got... Or for the past couple of weeks, I don't know, someone got my number. Anyway, yeah, it's just the 8th MS team design, though, which is just interesting to me. Kind of makes sense because, you know, the cutscenes in the games tend to look very 8th MS team. You have all those, like, 90s full 2D FMVs for Giren's Ambition and whatnot. I think they're really cool, the cutscenes, but yeah. Alright, so this Origin version of it is fascinating because it doesn't have the canopy at all anymore. It looks like it has, like, little stabilizer wings on either side.
Yeah, it has, like, well, it might even have, like, judging by where this is placed, it might even have 3 per side. It might have 1, 2, 3.
Oh, see, I was thinking that's the middle one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, 5. That's probably right.
Which still is weird. To have that many wings like that is really weird. I feel like that many stabilizers. Like, I've played Kerbal. You can't...
I don't believe it's aerodynamically beneficial, no.
But, yeah. And still has the same kind of shrouding for the gun. The cockpit area, though, very different. The lower part, it looks like instead of having the big gun in the middle, it just has like a smaller set of 3 Gatling guns of some sort, and then you have the smoke launchers.
I think it only has two 3-barreled Gatling guns, and then
smoke launchers.
Spencers.
All right, so there's that, and then any other one. Honestly, it's the interesting thing is even in the G-Gen games, this looks to be more inspired by the 8th MS team version, just given the design of like... Well, no, because that's a bigger canopy than the 8th MS team one, though.
And it's segmented.
But it's... And then the lights are kind of like the IGLOO one, but this is a weird one. It's kind of a like... I feel like this G-Gen Spirits one is just kind of original.
I mean, that's not unprecedented, right? For G-Gen to be like, let me make a hybrid of multiple interpretations.
Yeah, and this is definitely original because look at all the ribbing on this fucking gun.
Good lord.
So yeah.
Hey Dylan, will you say all those little ribs are for the barrel?
What? No.
Okay.
Also, two little things before we move on, though, to anything else. We've got the original box art for the old model back in the day.
That rules.
It's pretty good art. Yeah, Pointing Zaku. We love when Pointing Zaku shows up. And then the much more toned down, unfortunately, art of the EX models. Though I am going to look at these and see if it actually... So the EX models... Looking at them... These are also kind of a hybrid of, like, the IGLOO and the 8th MS team one. And kind of original in some ways, too, because, like, this one lacks any of the smoke dispensers that is in green.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm just looking at these. These are weird. Looks like the canopy's the same on both of them. Does it come with both? I'm assuming it comes with both. Give me 1 second.
It looks like this is the one that... No, never mind. I was going to say this is the one that the G-Gen Spirits is based on, but again, the ribbing on the barrel is just not.
I'm just... Give me 1 second. Let's go to... I believe this would be under Etc. Gundam, because EX models are just kind of in their own section on Dalong's website, because Dalong definitely has them. I don't actually think... Most people don't actually have all the little, like, EX models. Not hard graph. I want EX. Here we are. So does it come with both? Yes, it does come with both. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, because they're 1/144th scale, And these are going more off the 8th MS team scale, so these are pretty small. As they think they are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, little guys. Obviously need a lot of, like, you probably don't want to do a lot of washing on them or something, just to get the details. Oh, interesting little touch to these ones that is different from all the ones we've seen. If you look at the tan one, it doesn't have the exhaust. It instead has these, like, little vents. And none of them have had that. So yeah, I think the EX model is just them doing another original take on this. That's kind of fun.
And look, the middle units are back. The middle thing, the dividers with the lights.
Yeah, they both have the dividers with the lights too. So, and that was like only on the first Gundam one, basically. Yeah, these are, again, it's always fascinating with these. Oh, does it even come with? Wait, no. Hold on. I'm trying to see what Dalong's saying here. No, I think it does. It comes with Magella top cannons for the Zaku 1144th kits, because these are also 1144th. Which are funny because it actually has 2 different ones. This one looks more like the first Gundam one, and I presume this might look like one from another show of it. But yeah,
sure.
And then if you want to see the size of them,
whoops, I actually didn't mean to paste that.
What, the fucking Code Fairy funeral? Okay.
I was like, nah, I shouldn't paste that, and then I accidentally did.
You know what's really funny? This cannon is, I guess, looking at the barrel, it is somewhat based on that, but I feel like all of that back there can't be fit in that. Maybe it is. Maybe it's all on the. Yeah, I guess if this is the bottom of the inside, that would actually fit. You have all those gun parts below you in the cockpit. Scary.
I mean, part of the thing with the tank, I think, is that you can have this mechanism slightly detached, so it could be lower down and feed stuff up into it. But with a gun, you can't really. I mean, you could, I suppose, theoretically do that with a gun. It'd be a nightmare.
Well, yeah, like anything, though, you can do a lot with a gun. More complexity does not necessarily mean it's going to turn out good. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it does come with the leftovers for each one. So, for instance, if you wanted to have the new style vents on the one, you can put the new style top vents, or you can put the exhausts on the tan one. It also has some extra treads because it does have the sort of similar to the MG gun tank where it has like the little buildable treads that work, which always scare me. I haven't built the MG gun tank. I really want to get one at some point, but yeah. Let me see real quick. One more thing. Is this? Oh. What is this model, Dalong, that you have pulled out here? There's another. Oh, is that the original? That might be the original old kit, I think. Yeah, because look at how unpainted that is. That's got to be like the original.
Yeah.
Like 1/144th scale one. Which is funny looking at even the size difference there, but you know. Anyway, yeah. So. There's actually a lot of different variations of the Magella, it turns out. Let me see one other. Do we have a unique one for the MSIA? Okay, nope, I can't find good images of this. I'm sure if I dug around I could, but I only saw the one on the box here. Looks like it's just going with maybe the classic one? I don't see...
So it looks like it might not have the dividers.
No, it doesn't have the
little triangles.
It does have a lagoon. And the and adopt though, so that's fun.
Okay.
Oh, and then here is a Gashapon toy of a Magella Attack, which is really cute.
I thought about posting that. Yeah.
What
do you think about this interpretation of the design?
What is? Oh, you're just talking about this.
The Gashapon.
Oh,
yeah.
I just think it's cute.
Small.
I like it. What does the robot spirits look like? I'm curious. It's before Ver Anime, funnily, I think. Oh, no, maybe that is Ver Anime era. Oh, no. No. Oh, fascinating. There's 2 different Magella Attacks. There is a Ver Anime one, and there's a non-Ver Anime one. Because the original one is from 2011. That's before Ver Anime. That's like, because there's also the more detailed like original Gundam designs that they did before they started doing for anime. So there's that. This is that original one. I don't know why the housing of the mouth...
What is with the barrel shrouding here? Like, they negative shrouding.
It says
they
hard
strip
point
parts
system,
away.
so I'm wondering what that means here.
Maybe you can swap the barrel out?
Yeah, like, maybe it's removable, so you can, like, use the gun with, Oh, okay, I found the Tamashi web, section, so I actually found it. Yeah, oh!
And then you've got, like, the treads are also, like, kind of, like, canted.
This is weird. So, yeah, so it comes with all of this. Oh! It has a couple of things. So, one, it's modular with the original. This is not anyone... Probably no one knows the Zaku other than me. Because they only did a first Gundam Zaku and Magella, or Zaku and Gundam, and I think, like, probably Char Zaku. Okay, I didn't want to... Okay, there we go. So you can put the Zaku on top of the tank to make the Zaku tank. Or a Zaku tank. Which is very goofy. And then the other thing you can do with this is... Okay, yes, that cannon is removable. That's why it has all that gray on it. Because it actually does put the Magella Attack cannon in there. Maybe not in the most elegant way.
Oh.
But this is basically... It seems like this is meant to be, like, a sort of, like, modular part set. To the point where you can even disassemble the entire thing. Which is kind of funny. And also, because it has hard points on its body, it can carry weapons for the Zaku.
Okay.
This is very good. I love this. Unfortunately, this is really ugly because it's a 2011 Robot Spirits, and that's...
It looks like shit.
The problem is 2011 Robot Spirits is, like, right after you hit the, That's, like... It's still basically an MSIA at that point, you know? Here's the Ver Anime one. Much more close to the original anime design, obviously, because that's what Ver Anime does. The Magella is an accessory specifically that comes with Garma Zaku. You get Garma Zaku, a Magella, and you also get Garma's Dop.
That's a hell of an accessory.
I mean, yeah. And because it's a Ver Anime, thank God it can do this. You can, in fact, put the thrusters on the bottom of it. The effect parts that Ver Anime uses.
Hell yeah.
So that's fun. Alright, now that we've gone through all those permutations of Magella attacks, I don't think I have any more, so... of the Magella Attack. But we do have a variant. And it's really...
We don't. That's not true.
Oh, we don't?
We have a unit we can talk about. But... Thank you, Chris. So, if you look in the rate of the units, you will see the Magella Eins over on the Gundam Wiki. If you look over on MAHQ, Chris has clearly taken issue with this and notes in the technical and historical notes, despite having Magella in the name, Magella Eins is not connected to the Magella Attack. So it's just a naming convention. They are not mechanically related.
Maybe Attack is the tank name and Magella is the, you know...
I would assume it's more like...
Well, it's like how Rick in Rick Dom and Rick Diaz and whatnot, right?
Maybe. I was figuring it was more like... I mean, like, you know, this is I'm struggling to think of a good example right now, but like how if something is being adopted by the military gives it its own name, but that doesn't mean the manufacturers have anything in common, you know? So, like, the Zeon army is like, this is the Magella, but if you go behind the scenes, this has a different name from the manufacturer.
So, yeah, this one is basically just, this is a weird one. This is deployed on Earth, and it doesn't have the flight capabilities anymore. It's basically just hey, what if we made something...
It's also from before the Magella Attack.
Oh, is it?
It's older, I believe.
Okay.
Because this was, part of the... Well, I guess I can't really tell.
Well, it was used on March 1st,
really
0079, as part of the landing force on Earth, so I feel like if it's that early in the war, yeah. So, this has this is basically just designed like with normal tank sensibilities. You have a turret on top. It's got like a little machine gun, A spotlight.
Notably, the machine gun is a CG model edition. The original line art does not have a machine gun.
But you do have some kind of searchlight, I believe that is, or maybe a radome system. Actually, looking at like the inside of that.
Yeah, a targeting pod or something.
This might be. Is this a loudspeaker? Like for like
that seems
calling out.
I think probably it is.
I mean, that would kind of be important in Gundam, given the whole radio communication doesn't always work good. So maybe it's just a loudspeaker. You've got some kind of smaller auxiliary hatch, might just be like a repair related hatch, especially given where it's located there. Then I presume the actual main hatch for climbing in back here. You've got like a little ring around the hatch for, pulling yourself out and around and whatnot. Also some type of antenna on the back. Interestingly, there's also a hatch located where the gun is on the CG. And then the back of the tank, you have a whole bunch of railing for helping climb on it. The CG even adds the addition of the sort of like burlap, like cloth rolled up there that is kind of on a lot of tanks, but I never know what its function is. What is the cloth that they usually carry with them on tanks? Like, is it just for draping over the tank when it's in reserve, or is it tense?
Or like hiding it in like from aerial observation? I don't know. I'm guessing.
But you've seen that before, right? Know. Like where they have the rolled up
I have.
cloth.
I've never really thought about it.
Yeah. You also have a arrangement of 8 smoke dispensers on either side that are just kind of on the front here, at least I assume. Or is it 4? Okay, it's just 4 tubes pointing up. I thought those were tubes on the bottom as well. I thought they were like...
Well, you can see there are 4 on the other side as well. So
no, I just thought they were like V-shaped. Like coming out of the side V-shaped, like with a tube on the top and bottom. Like one aiming down, one aiming up, but no. It's just 4 tubes aiming up. Then you've got the main cannon. The main cannon is like the most fancy part of this because like the barrel is for some reason diamond shaped, which is very strange. Then moving on to the main body of the tank, you've got the main midsection, which is like triangular. And you've got like a little viewport here on the front for the tank crew, just on the left side. You've got
this has a 2-person crew as opposed to 1 person for the attack.
You've got some headlights on the front on either side, just some panel lining and lots of little details. You have like a little ventilation system to the left of the hatch there, presumably. You have some anchoring points on the back of this. The interesting thing with the wheel wells is these like wheel wells pop up. You can really see it in the 2D art because of the shape there. They like pop up a significant bit. Very flat armor on them still. You've got a little bit of armor also draping down the sides, protecting the wheels a little bit, though the wheels are still very exposed. You also have what I presume are like tow cables that are just in reserve on the side of this, just kind of latched around. Don't know what that little ring is. And then, some, like, exhaust ports on the back, I presume, is what these are.
And then our most exposed treads yet.
Yeah. And then you have more tow hooks on the front, it looks like. And then there's some, hooks for, like, loading this onto a plane or something, on the sides of the wheel well there. Yeah, I mean, it's a tank. The wiki compares this... I don't actually see this, really. Because the wiki is comparing this to a real tank, the Merkava battle tank, which is like one that I know mainly because it pops up in a lot of stuff. I don't really see it. Like,
no,
I'm not really seeing it with this one. Obviously, there's a couple of different Merkavas. I mean, the Merkava seems to have like a very angular design for a tank, but I'm just not really seeing the connection. It looks like a modern battle tank, and a lot of modern battle tanks in general kind of have similar aesthetic values going on because they are practical values. So whatever.
There's also the other Merkava, which frankly doesn't look anything like.
What's the other Merkava? Let's see.
He's from Under Night.
Oh yes.
He's great. He's a squiggly monster.
Yeah. He sure is.
You should see his animations. He just flails his arms
I've
up
seen
crazy.
him. I've seen Merkava. I've played.
It's too bad this doesn't support GIFs, or we'd have to post
the wiggly
GIF. But
the gif of the mirror match wiggling at each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think this looks fine for like a futuristic battle tank. Oh, I guess just to show the back of it, because there are a couple little details to shout out. So on the opposite side, instead of having the tow cable that's like, you know, the like towing cable that's attached, you've got what appear to be repair parts for the treads.
Pretty classic.
And then just an extra bump of armor on the side there. Interestingly, the way the back is, it looks like the armor has like a big overhang there going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then more towing cables on the back, and little, you can see, you know, it has one on either side of the, you can see it from the front there, but yeah, the little anchoring points for a plane. Anyway, yeah, that's the Magella Eins though, which is, yeah, a different tank. Now I'm like, okay, I know that we've gone for almost an hour, but I'm like, are there any other Zeon ground vehicles of the 1 Year War that we just want to talk about? Because
yeah, for a minute I was like, we should also tackle the like Federation tanks while we're at it, but that would take a while.
Yeah, those would take a while. I'm wondering. I just was thinking of Zeon ground vehicles because I feel like there's not a lot of Zeon ground vehicles. Obviously there's like Zeon planes and stuff, but that would become too much also. I don't know if Zeon has any like weird little freaks that are also on the ground, actually.
We don't have time.
Oh, what?
You're forgetting IGLOO. IGLOO has a bunch of these fucking weirdos.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay. Yeah. Damn.
They're cool. We should talk about them sometime.
Okay.
We should talk about the PVN 44/1 Weasel, but we don't have time right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that another time then. All right. Well, 6. Where can people find you and your work online?
Here's the Weasel in Paradise. Boom.
That is like a little baby tank.
I believe it's an APC.
I was gonna say,
so that's why.
Is that an APC? That doesn't feel like a carrier. You got how many people fit in that?
You're right. No, it does.
like an APC is the whole point of an APC is to carry personnel.
It's carrying people. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it could do that.
No, this is like a little.
It's just a little birthday boy.
Let me see. I'm actually curious about the Weasel real quick. The Weasel made its debut in 8th MS Team actually.
Oh, well, here it is in Requiem for Vengeance, and the screenshot I think is funny.
Goodbye. Yeah, I don't know. The Weasel is,
something we'll talk about later.
It's just an armored vehicle. Yeah, okay. They just call it an armored vehicle, because I don't think there's really anything else to call it. Wait, there's a Weasel?
It has a surprisingly roomy cabin.
Oh, okay. I guess it gets...
Sorry, I need to stop.
Okay,
I need to stop.
Yeah. All right. 6, where can people find you and your work?
You can find me on bluesky6.scanlinemedia.com. You can find my work at scanlinemedia.com or patreon.com/scanlinemedia. And of course, you can chat with us in the Scanline Media Discord, link down in the show notes. If you want to join us, talk about mecha, make requests of the show, like Guy Sarek, like, who just made a request?
Wasn't it Nulligan?
Nulligan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Dylan? Whoop. There's a sound.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. You can find me over at Low Poly Robot on Blue Sky and hanging out occasionally in the Discord and stuff, and that's it. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, until next time, folks. Thanks for joining us. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.
Peace.